Come one, come all. You are now plugged into The Aux, your weekly source of hip-hop, rap music, and everything underground. Roll yourself up something potent, pour yourself a drink, get yourself comfortable. We finna chill.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to a very special episode of the TheAuxPodcast. As always, it's your host, Steelo, aka OG Homunculus, and I am joined by none other than motherfucking Dev, aka Cookie the Bookkeep, formerly known as Pink Navel, here, plugged into the Aux. We're here,
What's
we're
up?
geeked. How you doing today, my friend?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Yo, we're chilling, actually. Had
Sick.
a crazy fucking day at work, but like a good kind of crazy, you know what I mean? I think to a degree we kind of relate. I don't work in kitchens anymore, but like the spirit of a line cook resides in me, so I kind of like the when shit just hits the fucking fan out of nowhere, you know?
Yeah.
So we're
Yeah.
good, we're chilling. Good day.
Shout out
overall.
to the day job.
Yo,
To the day job.
For
That's
fucking
what it's all
real.
about. Mhm.
Low
Mhm.
key, I think like as just like a creative as a whole, it's kind of this fun little trope, for lack of a better term, where it's like you do your day job, you do what you need to do to fucking survive, and then you get to the crib and then just start going fucking, you know?
Yeah. Lately for me, I've actually fallen in love with my day job. I
Oh,
really
same
love
shit.
it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really love my job. It's really great.
Oh,
It's kind of it's kind of a blessing. It has
Yeah.
nothing to do with music. It has nothing to do with like
Mhm. It's like its
you
own
know.
kind of thing, you know?
Yeah,
That is,
it's like kind of creative, but it's not like artistic, you know.
yeah, I feel
Well,
it.
it's kind of artistic actually.
What do you do if you don't mind me asking?
I work at a brewery, so
Fuck yeah.
I work. I guess I'm like a production assistant. I don't know. I just
Yeah.
kind of do what the brewers want me to do basically all day.
Yeah,
I just
same
run
shit.
around. I drive a forklift.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Right on. So that forklift certified bar was not cap. No cap in the fucking rap.
It's no cap. I
Oh,
drive a
that's
forklift every day.
fuck yeah. That's so fucking cool. Oh, right on. And that's just good to hear that, like, yeah. I feel it's kind of sad when people are like, oh, fucking clocking in again, time to want to kill myself for 8 hours. And it's like, nah, yo, like, sorry, that's a little morbid.
Oh, you're good. You're good.
Yeah.
I get it.
We're getting crazy fucking sidetrack off rip. As
Yeah,
per
yeah.
gay little tradition of my show, I like asking my guests, what have you been listening to recently?
Okay, I've been listening to two things and they're very different.
Right on.
I've listened to the new Bruiser Wolf album. It's like incredible.
It's so good.
It is
It's
a
so good.
marvel. It is
Yeah.
crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Such a clever special voice, both like figuratively and literally.
Yeah,
Um
absolutely.
yeah, and just I've been really fired up by it and really enjoying it.
It's just fun, I think. It's so
Yeah.
fun to listen to.
Yeah.
And like the
It's
production is
wild.
incredible too. And he's just fucking, I can't do a Bruiser Wolf impression, but like, yeah. It's
And just the shit he's so brave, like
Oh.
the shit he chooses to say, and like it's just like it makes me laugh, but then also it's like it really does take somebody with like true bravery to hit a bar like that. I really love that.
Right on.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of like word of mouth era Ludacris, kind of in the same tone, like where it's like he's technically rapping extreme on like a level that not many people in this world get to. Or can, and but also it like has this like beautiful kind of like punchy humor that is really also like tonally hard to hit. Yeah.
Because like the way he delivers some of these lines is like like the schemes are already crazy, and then the pockets that he gets into, like within the next level shit. People kind of, I think, underrate Bruiser Wolf. Like, haha, he's the funny, sounds like an accountant guy. But like, you really sit and listen to the raps, and he's going like fucking ballistic.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, absolutely,
it's crazy.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
What's the other joint you've been listening to?
Oh, the Legally Blonde musical soundtrack.
Type shit. Right on. Okay, that is one hell of a fucking duality, actually. Word.
Every time I get upset at work, I put on my AirPods and I listen to the Legally Blonde musical.
Right on. Okay.
And it makes me really happy. I love the music. I love that whole show. Yeah. My partner is kind of like gotten me really into musical theater in the past like year, and so
fuck yeah.
it's like just like watching and learning and like seeing stuff. And Legally Blonde is like the show that I've like kind of like attached myself to the most.
Right on.
I like it a lot. Yeah.
Oh god, that is taking me back to like fucking high school. Oh my goodness gracious. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what they keep saying is like I like am 29, but I'm like acting like a 14-year-old musical theater fan,
as you should.
But I'm enjoying it. So it's cool with me.
I think being like a theater kid or a theater person kind of gets a bad rep, but it is so fun. Like it's a spirit. It's great. I think people shit on musicals a little too much.
Adrian is like.
Sorry, please.
Adrian, my partner, like she is like classic like theater kid, and it's so cool the breadth of knowledge that they have, and then also like can randomly whip out like very technically beautiful singing, like kind of just like cuz, you know,
just for the culture, you know, because fuck it,
literally just for the culture of the show, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. Fuck. Have you seen Les Mis?
I've seen the movie. Yeah.
If you get a chance to see that, like honest, like a proper production, changed my bitch ass life like forever, like straight up. Yeah. It to some of the Aux listeners, it comes as no surprise that I'm a theater kid, but like that shit means something to me.
Is this the first time musical theater has hit the Aux?
Surprisingly, yeah.
Well, you know, it's gonna come around when we get to actually talking about the record. It's gonna come around.
Yes, absolutely. Oh my god, I'm geeked. Yeah. I'm geeked. Yeah. I think let's get into this shit because we're both just geeking out. Oh, I love it. So for anyone who might not know, who is .dev? Who is formerly Pink Navel? How would you introduce someone to the shit that you do?
Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm just like this person that makes indie rap music, and now I've kind of been around for a while, so my crescent has been healthily sort of like carved within our like ever-growing world of like independent rap music in the world. And I don't know, I think my focus and my lane has always been like storytelling, sort of like autobiographical.
That word fucks me up every single time. Sorry.
Autobiographical. For a long time when I was Pink Navel, when I was Pink Navel, when I was doing that project and when I was writing those songs, it was a lot from this lens of like pop culture. So I think a lot of people know me as someone that like knows a lot about cartoons and Steven Universe and video games, and like that's true. I think that's where a lot of like my fan base and my canon sort of like lies, is this like online world like, and internet culture and
like
gaming
quirky,
culture.
Nerdy, kind of like like that scene of the alternative kind of shit, for lack of a better term,
exactly, you know? But I've always felt that I've my goal has always been to like bridge the gap between like what I think we see as like the core highway of indie rap, and then like nerdcore as
absolutely.
like a side street. Like I've always tried to kind of like go back and forth between those two worlds a little bit,
because you be rapping your ass off. Like
I think over the years I've definitely gotten better at the technical side, for sure. Yeah,
for sure. Yeah, it's fucking crazy because like I feel, at least for me, like some of the more like nerdcore shit kind of isn't hard to listen to per se, but I kind of have to be in like a very specific mood for it. And I feel, especially like with this album that we're about to get into as well, like I can put it on at any given moment. I can go back and put on the Pink Navel shit and just like fucking vibe and just like love it, you know?
Hell yeah. Thank you.
Absolutely. And on like the bridging the gap kind of thing, for sure. We're just out of sheer curiosity, and I think I kind of already know the answer, but were you a Tumblr kid?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Type shit.
Certainly.
Shit.
Yeah. I
absolutely.
I was on there making text posts and, and
you got your
writing
the mutual blogs
poetry.
And shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, trust me. This is a side of myself that I don't really get to talk about on this show, so
that's cool.
Makes
I love
me
that.
happy, you know? Yeah.
I think I'm that person in the scene, kind of. I mean, there's other people like us in the scene, but I think I'd like to say I'm definitely one of them.
You're the OG, I'd say. I'd say you're one of the OGs. For sure.
Thanks for saying that. I appreciate that.
Yeah, most definitely. Because like to me, when I think of that shit, like you're the first person that comes into mind, you know? I don't know if you know the homegirl Kosi, but type shit. Me and her were chopping it up just about like kind of your music as a whole, like when we first started talking about getting this interview going. And she was like, for lack of a better term, like that kind of like Tumblr core, like queer kind of like that scene. There isn't too many artists that kind of occupy that space, but for like the both of us, especially, like the first person we think of is you, and it's like
that's amazing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, you know, I really do appreciate that. I mean, I was in college in 2016, like. I was there on the blogs when the Infinity Train pilot was like posted. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I was there, dog. Yeah. I remember the original Bee and Puppy Cat, the old and like on YouTube before they reanimated it. I was there, dog.
Yeah. This is a moment for me. Yeah. Absolutely. So, okay, I guess kind of the thesis of this interview, for lack of a better term, is the kind of shift from Pink Navel into .dev, because it feels like a very deliberate choice. Like, quite obviously, there's a noticeable shift, not only in the raps, but like the production, with everything about it. I kind of want to know, it's a creative reset, I would imagine. What sparked this, if it's not too personal, if you want to get into that?
Yeah, I think I just I think it's a couple things. I think Pink Navel was, and me as in my like my younger self, was this person who's really like such a huge fan of indie rap in all of its worlds, and even that scene, I felt like I was learning so much at a very young age, and like on forums, and like learning about the history of this like very small scene. And as I got into it, the thing I knew that I wanted to do like the most was like do an album with Kenny, you know? That was like
the goal,
such
right?
a dream. And I had many goals, but that was definitely one of them. And you know, my life goes on, and I find myself in that space, and I find myself in that room, and the project was so, at that point, as it had become solidified
Mhm.
was so much about looking at the world and looking at my life and my perspective
Mhm.
through the lens of the media that I love, and like the
Mhm.
shows and the movies and the games that I love, and how do the lessons and stories that I heed from these things, how do they impact my life, and then how can I like synthesize that into sort of like a greater
Mhm. Mhm.
thing,
Like your
a
own
greater
flip
sum.
on it, right? Like your own
Yeah.
kind of amalgamation of the things that make you you.
Yeah, absolutely. And
Mhm.
like how can I, you know, paint my perspective through the way I spend my time.
Mhm. Mhm.
And I knew that when I finally got to do this record, all I wanted it to be about was like this idea of work and play and video
Mhm.
games.
Mhm.
Um, because at that point it had become apparent to me that I kept finding myself and asking myself like, "Oh, am I just playing this game
Mhm.
so that I can know about it and write a bar about it and put it on a record?" Like,
Word. Okay.
do you know what I mean? So in that way, like, is this part of like my job
Yeah. Yeah.
to is it my job to know about these niche things so that I
Mhm.
can be the character that is Pink Navel?
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
and that's like that's I think the core of that record. And to me, I think it is like the final thesis, the final like it is the logical conclusion to the entire world of what I was going for and like
Mhm.
the
Mhm.
entire idea of what I was doing. Um, I truly, and even when I was working on There Was a Wind But No Chime, because I was working on that record
Mhm.
for the first like year or so while I was working on it, thinking that it was going to be a Pink Navel album, you know.
Word. Okay.
And it was different. It had different songs, and some of the songs are the same. Like most of it is pretty much the same. I'd say like 40% is like
Mhm.
under the understanding that it was going to be a new name, but
Mhm.
um um it got to this point where I was just like, A, this is not the same, and
Mhm.
B, I think I've said everything that Pink Navel could ever say. I think. Like
Yeah. Yeah.
I've made every reference, I've flipped it every single way.
Yeah.
I've done all that I can do in this sphere.
Mhm.
I performed at PAX East, you know,
Yeah. Yeah.
I did it all, you know. I think for me, you know,
Mhm.
and obviously there are very, very successful people that kind of like really, really hone into that world and
Mhm.
take it to an entirely other level,
Yeah.
and find great success. But I think I just had to be honest with myself that what I was interested in was a little bit outside of pop culture at that time.
Mhm. Mhm.
And what I didn't want to do was put out a Pink Navel album that felt like a total deviation from this whole thing, you
Mhm.
know?
Mhm.
And then when I think about how to capture playful ends and how it concludes, I think it is like the perfect conclusion to that project.
Mhm.
You
Mhm.
know, one of the last like lines is all about like, like if you get out there and you go to see a show and you go see music, like it's going to inspire you to make music yourself. And like
Mhm.
I think that's like the perfect, you could apply that to any media, you
Yeah.
could,
Yeah.
and
Walking out the movie theater feeling inspired as fuck, you know?
right,
Yeah.
absolutely,
Yeah.
exactly. So like I
100%.
just think that that was like boiled down to the most pure form, like that was it.
Mhm. Mhm.
So um that was sort of like the driving reason why I was like, I think I want to change my name.
Mhm.
Um because I was done.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
felt accomplished. Um And .dev was, oh yeah, go for it.
I think it is like a perfect thing to say where Capture Playful is kind of the climax / conclusion to the Pink Navel like lore, storyline, whatever you want to call it, because it really does feel like that grand magnum opus conclusion, right? Yeah, that's a brilliant way to put it. And then it makes a lot of sense that obviously as you get older, as you grow older, like your not only your interests change, but like your mentality changes, the things that are important to you changes. So it makes sense that a reflection in the music, especially coming into Wind with No Chime, which feels like a much more like grown up, for lack of a better term. And I don't mean that to slight the Pink Navel, but like as .dev, it feels like this album to me is very much so like a soundtrack to my day to day. You know what I mean? Like I have these things I like to call transit albums, where I take the train into the city that I live in every morning, and it's about like an hour train ride. I have these albums that I put on top to bottom during that commute, and it like kind of psychs me up for the day. This is very much so one of those, and like arguably the thing that kind of started that for me, because like I'm at a point in my life personally where like like this shit is getting fucking real, you know what I mean? And like this record is such a perfect kind of encapsulation of that to me, you know what I mean? Like what's the bar? It's I've been making this rap for 9,000 days, and I've been the same silly kid for 800 more. Like that shit like fucking like speaks to me, you know? It's crazy what you captured. It's crazy. So
thank you very much.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, the transition into it.
Yeah, you know, I think part of the character of Pink Navel and the person that I was within the art was I was like the kid. I was like the young one. Even with like the people I was surrounding myself with, I was the youngest person in the room at all times, pretty much, you know? And I think I really embodied that. And then you know, you tour and you play music for 10 years, and one day you wake up and you're 29 and
type shit. Yeah.
you're not the kid anymore. And you know, you gotta
I just had my my 25th birthday recently, and I'm like, yo, like I gotta get my own insurance, like I gotta fucking like lock the in.
It's no joke.
It's crazy, yo. It gets fucking wicked out here. Yeah.
So
that's dope.
Yeah, and it was a reanalysis of like how I was gonna live in a way that maintained my value of like wanting to be a musician while being realistic and true to the fact that I am an adult and I need to have a job, and I can't, you know, gallivant across the country with no money anymore. That is not my life anymore.
Absolutely.
You know, so
it's okay. This is gonna sound fucking crazy, but it's low key the Steven Universe future of Pink Navel Steven Universe. Like
I left Beach City. I left. I had to leave. I had to get in my Dondai and drive away. That's what happened.
I'm so fucking geeked right now. Oh, that's awesome. That's so good. That's so fucking good.
And with all of my mentors saying bye and driving away. That's what happened.
And you can always go back, all things considered. It's not you can still go dap them up. You can, you know.
I want to tour again. I want to do all that stuff.
Yeah.
But it needs to be right. It
does.
It needs to be right.
I have the feeling that you're the kind of person where maybe like 20 years down the line, you're gonna say fuck it and make another Pink Navel record just as like
that would be awesome.
That's what that's what
I would do that.
Yeah.
Well, no, there are definitely times where even now I'll hear a beat and I'm like,
Pink Navel. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
But .dev is on some other shit. So.
And I'm excited to hear like not only this record, but like I'm so excited to hear what the future of that holds. Like it is kind of a debut in its own way. Like it's its own thing that's emerging, you know? It's like, okay, it's kind of a running joke on this show that every time I have a guest, it just turns into the me glazing the guest fucking for an hour, pretty much. But like, genuinely, this is like one of my favorite releases this year, and like I can't stop listening to it. Like, I'd be fucking working my office job, just like fucking sitting at my desk, just when I interface with history, and like it's oh, that song is so fucking good. It's crazy.
Thank you.
Yeah, like it's such like a cozy kind of homely vibe to me. Like it feels the way I feel when I get nostalgic and think about when I was 16 on Tumblr, fucking geeked as fuck about the new Steven Bomb. You know what I mean? Like it's such a magical feeling. It's such a magical feeling.
Thank you.
Yeah. I guess getting into we've kind of just been fucking yapping, which I love. To get into the shit that I wrote about, like notes wise, the title of There Was a Wind But No Chime. That shit has me fucking contemplating my orb low key. I can't really decipher what it means. So if you don't want to spoil it or anything, but like what does that mean to you?
No, there's no spoiler. I'm super happy to break it down. There's no spoiler there.
Right on.
There was a wind but no chime. To me, what I'm trying to say with that is that there is always growth and there's always forward momentum. There's always wind in your sails, even if there's no fanfare, even if there's no win, even if there's no song,
type shit.
Yeah. You're always growing, you're always learning, you're always progressing, even if it feels like nobody's hearing you, if you feel like, things are awful, and there is no beautiful sound. You are still
that wind is still blowing.
Absolutely.
See, what's crazy is when I was thinking about, I was focusing on the chime as opposed to the wind. So I was like, what does the chime mean? Like, what? That makes so much sense. Yeah. And yo, that's like as fucking real as it gets, actually. Like, just on some life shit. Like, that's exactly how it goes. No matter what, even if you don't feel like you're growing, you still are, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, 100%.
And that's just something I read somewhere, and it really stuck with me. Wind chimes have a very special place in my heart, specifically, and in my art as well.
Yeah.
If you listened,
you be having mad chimes and shit.
There's a lot of wind chimes in Pink Navel too. There's like a lot of wind chimes across the Pink Navel sonic spectrum. I have a very special sort of like affinity for wind chimes, and it was just felt like the perfect thing. And as I thought more and more about that phrase, and it felt very true to just like what I've been kind of like living with and through, and so I just knew it had to be like that was the perfect title.
It's brilliant. That's fucking brilliant.
Thanks.
Oh my god, yeah. You see what I mean about the Steelo Glaze Fest? Yeah. Oh fuck yeah! Right on. You mentioned it, and I kind of wrote it as well. Like on the theatrical shit. Like to me, listening to the album top to bottom, it really does kind of feel like a play or like a production. You know what I mean? Where it's like kind of like little snapshots of your life, and like kind of tells this story that, to me, what I get from it is just like life goes on. I'm still gonna do my shit. Like everything I need is at the pallet at the store. Like I'm gonna go to the grocery store. I'm gonna grab dinner for tonight. I'm gonna chef up something. I'm gonna, go to work. I'm gonna do my thing. I'm gonna contemplate the great mysteries of life while I do it. But at the end of the day, shit's just gonna keep moving. And like the way that the album is like built and set up with like the little interludes between the tracks, it just kind of feels like little snapshots. You know what I mean? Like, when you open track 2 with the fucking the Northern Line, sorry to sample snitch, but like the Northern Line clip of.
Oh, you're fine. Yeah. I think he's famous. Like, people will know his voice. You know.
Yeah, it's recognizable enough. Where it really does just kind of feel like going about your day and just like, yep, this is life, and like I'm making my peace with it.
I think like what I wanted to do with that, and there are a lot of samples on this, and obviously I've done a lot of sampling in the past of dialogue and of YouTube clips and of cartoons. I really wanted to be like hyper intentional about what I was including this time around, because candidly, I have not always been hyper intentional about what I'm including. Dialogue sample wise, sometimes the irreverence is what I find enjoyable. But with this record, I heard that Northern Line clip and I was like, that is the most profound shit I've heard in so long. For the context of it to be like a streamer who is sunning one of his fans by being like, you need to like art more than the way you are right now. That to me is so fire. That is so fire. Like,
it's fucking great.
He says, leave the art for the real yearners. Insane. That is so cool.
That's one thing. He's low key like my comfort streamer. I don't really be watching streams like that, but like if I do, usually it's him. And like the way he just like cooks his fucking chat on a near daily basis, but in such like an elegant and like profound way. He said some shit one time where it was like, I can't fault you for taking on the flavor of the broth upon which you were simmered. And I'm like, dude,
that's so hard.
Like, that's fire.
He is wild.
It's crazy. Wild. It's crazy.
Yeah.
And like the clip that you included, like I feel kind of encapsulates it so fucking perfectly too, where it's like, I think with indie rap as a whole, there's some heads who are gonna listen to it and just kind of be like this doesn't sound like opium. It's bad. You know what? Like that's kind of a random stray for no reason. But like it is some real shit where I feel like if anyone listens to this record and they don't get something out of it, like you're just not with it. Like you're not a real yearner. You're not fucking out here. You're listening to the shit that makes sense to you instead of shit that like fucking awakens a fire in your soul, you know?
Right.
Like,
yeah. Thank you. Yeah, I
absolutely.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of that clip and yeah, I don't know.
There's a bunch of other shit like sprinkled throughout it as well that kind of has that same line of thinking. Like I can't place it because like usually I listen to the thing top to bottom, but like in between the songs, you just have like it's still the same like Pink Navel kind of vibe of it being like a big collage kind of thing, but it really does feel like so much more meaningful and like
thank you. Yeah. And there's things in there that are kind of heady, and you'd have to know like who's talking to really like kind of piece together what I'm trying to do. And that's kind of a tough bill to sort of put on a listener's plate, but I think
I live for that shit. I live for that shit.
You know, like the guy doing all the the Batman poem. The whole I can't even really recall right now. He's like,
but he's talking
extra and brilliant, intelligent kindness of the world, Batman. That is the voice of one of my favorite songwriters, Jeffrey Lewis. And
right on. Okay.
He's just this like guy in New York that writes songs, and he's made many, many records, and he really does blow me away. And he's like such an interesting dude, and like, so I love that from him. I love that I was sampling him on the record, but then also like he's doing some weird obfuscation of a comic book. And to me, what I was trying to do is like comment on sort of like what I've been doing as an artist for 10 years is like obfuscating pop culture in this kind of like outsider way, or trying to.
Yeah, you absolutely do. You absolutely do. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that's so fucking crazy. And I would imagine if you open up the fucking project files and look at like this sample, like there's some other next shit that's going on. You're so fucking cool.
I'm not that cool. I'm not that cool. Thank you though.
Straight up, you're one of the coolest people I know. Like, oh my. When you agreed to do this interview, I literally was like, like in the crib. Like,
oh no.
Yeah. I guess,
and we haven't even gotten. Oh, go. I had to go. Ask your question.
Please.
I was gonna say, and we haven't even gotten to the Seussical yet. Like we haven't even gotten to the Seussical of it all.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
So I guess more on like the production side of things. I know you do a lot of the beat making. To my understanding, Stale Brick and DJ Metamod.
But the jury is up. I've never heard it said out loud. So.
Right on. I don't trust the way I be reading shit because like low key I got like mad dyslexia, but like I just don't expect I want to know, if I'm not mistaken, other than the Kenny Siegel joint, you've self-produced almost all of your shit before, right?
Yeah, I've done some work with 1 Pound, a buddy of mine from Maine. We did like an EP together, and then he produced one of the songs on Draft Track. But for the most part, like all of my major records have been self-produced, mostly self-produced, like very early on in my career before I could make beats that I was really proud of. I had some stuff that some buddies would make, but like Raw Navel on, it's been pretty much self-produced the whole way.
Yeah. What did these cats contribute to this?
Well, so I did a collab. Shout out to Crops, this rapper from
real.
Yeah.
That's actually. That's the homie.
That cat is insane.
Crazy.
And we did a song together that I like loved, and I really enjoyed doing that song with him.
I've heard this. Hold on.
Hell yeah. And Stale Brick made the beat, and I was like, this beat is insane. Like, I was so obsessed with that song. And so cool, you've heard it. So like I just like asked for a beat pack and made a couple songs from that, and it's actually funny. The 2 songs that Stale Brick produced, those lyrics were written as like acoustic guitar songs.
Whoa, okay.
And then I just like rapped the lyrics on those beats, and I was like, I kind of like this more. But I'm probably gonna put the other versions out at some point. But
right on.
And then the Metamod beat, he just put that in my Discord. He's this cat that like has came and saw me on tour a few times. I think he lives in Vancouver. One time we played a show in Olympia, Washington in a garage, and he was the only person that came, and he drove from Vancouver. Yeah.
Oh shit, right on.
It was sick.
Yo,
it was so sick.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, he is so cool. And then he just like sent this crazy beat, and I was like, I love this beat. It's so raw.
Yeah.
And it just like was very like, it like reminded me of like playing this piano in Portland, Maine, in a park, and it just like was very nostalgic for me. And so I wrote that song Professor Layton over it, which is kind of like my like long song. Like so I don't do a lot of these like long songs, but that's like my long guy. Yeah.
That's one of my favorite cuts on it. Like just the way that like, oh, that's such a crazy image that you described, because it literally sounds like sitting on a piano in a park and just kind of jamming, and like fucking birds coming into a little water fountain, and like
it's beautiful.
It's so good.
He crushed it on that beat, and I was just like, please let me have this.
I need this. That shit's not. Yo, shout out to them. Yo, that's fuck yeah, right. That's one of my favorite beats on the album, I think.
Hell yeah.
It's fuck. Hyperlink That Kills You was crazy too, though. Like that shit is nuts.
That to me is like I love the Hyperlink That Kills You because it's like that's the kind of songwriting I love. Like when I think about like the Mountain Goats, like John Darnielle, he has so many songs that are like, this song is about a motorcycle, you know, like or whatever. You know what I mean? Like he's got so many songs like that. Even like the best ever death metal band that I've dented. Like this song is just about like a fake band of two high schoolers, and one of them has to go to juvie at the end of the song. Yeah. Like that's the song, you know. Going back to Jeffrey Lewis, this is like one of my favorite songs ever. Jeffrey Lewis has this song called Sad Screaming Old Man. And the first verse is like he's singing, and he's the message of the first verse is like, you know, I just got this new apartment. It's like kind of weird, and there's this sad screaming old man that lives across the hall, and he just cries like all the time.
Oh my God.
And all I can think is I really hope that guy is not me in the future. Right?
Type shit. Yeah.
And then like the chorus goes, and then the second verse is from the perspective of the old guy, and he's going, I am you from the future. Awesome. It's like such a fantastic song, and like it's so funny, but also so just like, you
kind
know,
of fucking
great, like
meta. Yeah.
Right. It's like, actually, now that you mention it, it is me from the future, and this is your future. You're going to be the sad screaming old man.
I just looked up the album Manhattan. Should I give that one a spin?
You should bump that. That record is awesome.
Absolutely. Yeah. That's fucking brilliant. Yeah. And like I fucking adore like heady writing like that, you know? And like going back to Hyperlink That Kills You, funny enough, like to me it just makes me think of like I call Twitter Elon Musk's apartheid goon cave, and crazy fucking name, I know. But to me, that song kind of invokes that, and like the whole fucking just borderline dystopian state of the world shit feels like right now, especially with technology, and like just rapping about that through like this one like could be written off as like a silly little bit, like, haha, you click this link and it kills. Shit.
And you just die. And then, you know, like the idea that we can use technology to cheat death, like, oh, if I go incognito and I click it, like I'll probably be fine, you know, or so and then like speaking on legacy, right? Like what happens when I do die on the internet? Like what happens to my shit when I die online?
Because
like, does it?
I need to go like take a walk. Oh, that's brilliant! It's brilliant.
And see, like Pink Navel would be like, "We never die.
Yeah.
We're gonna."
You know, this is some real fucking chronically online shit. But you know the it's like a fake comment of like Steven Universe, and like there's Hitler there, and Garnet's like, I think we have to kill this guy, Steven.
Yeah. It's so fucked up.
Oh my
but
God.
It's true. Yeah, like Stevie, like, or like Pink Navel would be like, we're all like the gems. We don't die. We don't need to eat any food. It's all good. Like that, like that's what I was on, you know? And like I feel like the hyperlink that kills you is like my like, no nigga, we die, you know? At some point. Yeah.
Oh fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, this is so oh, this is incredible. This is fucking incredible.
Cool.
Yeah. I guess so. We kind of touched on it a little bit before of like loving your job, where I feel a lot of the thematics of this album as well is kind of like the life as a working artist, an artist who has a day job as well. And like, I guess, was there a moment where you kind of realized like this is, I guess it kind of goes back to the whole like evolution from Navel to .dev, but like, was there a specific moment where you kind of knew like this is, we kind of already touched on that. actually, all things considered. But like, yeah. Sorry, I'm gonna keep it a stack as well. I smoked a big fucking spliff on my way home from work, so I'm a little fucking
good.
yeah.
Good for you.
Thank you.
Good.
Thank you.
Good.
But yeah, like I think what a big part that I like so much about the album is it really does kind of capture that working artist kind of feel. And was that something that you were like really going for? Something that you were trying to kind of capture?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. For a lot of my career, I didn't really have like a normal job.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't work.
Mm-hmm.
A lot. So I didn't have a lot of money, and so I put a lot of my eggs in the basket of like this music shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it worked for a while, but it doesn't like continue to work if the motion is not there, which is just like a reality, right?
Mm-hmm.
And even now, I know plenty of musicians who are a lot more successful than I that struggle financially, and it's just like kind of like the world that we're in. And so I feel really grateful and fortunate that I'm someone that has a job that they like a lot and that is cohesive to my lifestyle as a musician.
Mm-hmm.
And what it has allowed me is that I am able to kind of just like finally do this only for fun. And I'm not, like doing stuff that feels like not me. Or like, like charging a lot of money for merch, like, that's like that's a big topic. We don't have to get too into it, obviously, but like everybody obviously has the right to charge like however much they want to charge for merch, and that's like totally the right of the artist. But I got to a point where I was charging a considerably large amount of money for certain pieces of merch and stuff, and in reflection, as someone who is broke and has been broke, I'm like, this is not accessible. Like I want people to like hear the music.
That's the first
and obviously
priority, right?
Obviously it's free. Yeah, obviously it's free online, and like you can get it online, but I think having a full-time job allows me, and working with an amazing label that like invests in you. So shout out to Every Deja Vu, like has done a lot of like really cool things for me. Ryan and Elise like truly are like taking great care of me. And so it allows me to focus on the like accessibility of my music. And then also like I really don't like, I mean, okay, I'm very happy that people like the record and that it's like being perceived, but like I don't like, it's not going to kill me if nobody hears it or nobody likes it.
Yeah, absolutely. You're making it for you.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And it's just like, and other people that like it too. But like, I remember when I made Giraffe Track, I was like, if this record does not make me blow up, I'm gonna fucking die. Like, period. Like, so nervous that like Giraffe Track was not gonna be my like big break, and like everyone was gonna love it. And that album came out in 2020, and no one had a good year that year. You know what I mean? So like,
yeah.
So like, I don't know, like, I just find myself in a much better place with all of that stuff, in terms of like the marketing of music and the physicals and like the merch and yeah.
Right on. Yeah, that makes fuck yeah. I like that. And like, that made me so happy to hear that you can make music purely just for having fun.
Yeah.
Like that is
and that's why I was focusing on this idea of like I like my day job and I have a job.
Right on.
Sorry,
okay.
That was the answer to the question.
Full circle.
We got
full
it.
Fucking circle.
I was like, did I answer the question?
See, low key, what kind of makes me laugh about like, for lack of a better term, my style of interviewing is I kind of just like present a vague idea, And then like you can just fucking yap and I'm gonna be here like, yeah. Because like to me, just hearing like anything about the process and anything behind the mindset like is just such crazy insight. Like it really feels like I'm kind of picking your brain. And like
hell yeah.
I feel the vague questions get kind of crazy sometimes. I'm gonna ask you some really philosophical shit towards the end of it. But like, yeah. Fuck yeah. I guess from like a technical standpoint, your writing always has like a very heady, almost psychedelic at times, like very invoking of like a lot of imagery, like that kind of shit. I want to know kind of what your writing process is like. Where do you go into a song kind of knowing like, this is what I want to say with this, or like, this is the idea behind this? Or is it more kind of like a free form, just like write down ideas and if songs happen, songs happen?
When I was younger, I was more free form.
Right on.
I would just like play a beat and I would just like go, you know, and it was a lot more collagey. But as I've gotten older, and with this record for sure, it's a lot more of like, I want to write a song about X thing, and this is going to be that song, you know. It's a lot more directed. Yeah, and it took me a little while to find myself in a place where I could shift that, because I think I want to be the person that can just like go and turn on and go.
Yeah.
But I'm just not really. I think I need a lot of like time to like reflect and like write very slowly.
To flush out ideas as well, right? Like
yeah, for sure. I do a lot of like editing. Like I will like revise.
Absolutely.
And I used to never revise when I was younger. I would just be that's the first, done, you know, and it was just like,
shit, yeah.
But now I feel like I'm like, no, I need to really think about this, guys. Like I gotta get it right, you know.
It needs to be perfect, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Or at least like near, you know.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so I think that's how I get songs like Hyperlink, or that's how I get songs like
I think Palette Jack is a big one for me, where it really feels like yeah, everything needs like it's hard for me to elaborate on what you mean, but like that the vibe and like kind of the intent of that song is so like it's really cool, you know what I mean? And like it's really fucking dope, because I feel like that kind of goes into the whole like Navel into .dev, where like this is like fucking crazy. It's like a whole fucking timeline, yo. Like it's nuts, because it really does. Like as you grow older, of course, it's gonna get more refined and intentional and like delicate almost, where there's a lot less chaos, pun intended, kind of going on. You know what I mean? And it's like, yeah. Oh, that makes a lot of sense. That absolutely makes a lot of sense. Because like even there are moments where like you'll say some shit and then just kind of let it sit for a little bit and just kind of let it like marinate for a bit, and you're like, yeah, like okay, and then you move on to the next idea. Where I feel a lot of like the Navel shit was like just kind of fucking boom bam bam, boom, you know what I mean? Like I was listening to right before we were doing this, I was listening to Epic, and like that album is just fucking chaos to me, like in the best way possible.
It is. That album, it has like it's just like music. Like absolutely. It just like is music.
It's so it's so fucking good. Like it's so crazy. I've been talking mad shit about the music that I make, but like I don't have anything out yet. But like I want you to know you are like a very big inspiration to me, and like the way that like I write and produce, like it's like I feel when my shit drops and heads listen to it, they're gonna be like, yeah, this some .dev type shit, this some Pick Navel type shit, like low key.
Hell yeah,
yeah, absolutely.
I love that. That makes me happy. I think we should all, you know, aspire to be like the people we like look up to. And
absolutely,
I appreciate you saying that. Yeah,
most definitely. Cool. Yo. On like just some like fucking gay little interview question shit, I kind of asked this to everyone. Was there a track that came together kind of like instantly? You had like the idea for it, you had the beat and then the writing, and then it was just like boom, here it is. And then on the other end of a spectrum, was there a song that kind of took you a while to craft and perfect?
Yeah, the song that was just like boom,
Mhm.
this song is done was Interview.
Word,
That song
okay.
came to me very quickly, and like I actually wrote it a very long time ago. I wrote it probably like five years ago. Or
Word.
like 4 years ago.
Holy
Yeah.
shit. Okay. Right.
I wrote Interview before How to Capture Playful came out.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay.
Same with the other song that's that old on the record is Caricatures on the Pier. Those two
Yeah.
songs I
Okay.
wrote a long time ago. But
Holy
Interview,
shit.
I just like did it, you know, and it's in. I just had that little funny bass loop, and I was just like singing this like idea, and it just like came, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I love that song,
So
and
good.
it's the only one that has like weirdly irrelevant pop culture references. Like I say, like like if I'm like Bucky Barnes, my arm gets rusty, so I need rusties,
Yeah.
like dumb
Yeah.
shit like that. But like, like,
That makes a lot of sense that it was written so long ago then.
yeah, and I just kept it in because I was like, I love this song, man. Like, I
It's
like
brilliant.
love that song. Yeah. And then the one that took a really long time,
Mhm.
honestly, probably My Heart. My
Yeah.
Heart is the one that took the longest because I was really trying to evoke my feelings in a way that felt like normal and like
Mhm.
measured, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Um that's a that song to me is about like falling into the entrapments of tour and like
Mm.
uh
Mhm.
and like feeling, you know, disillusioned with sort of like how much time you spent toiling away at something that like ultimately, I mean, it was fun, but like
Mhm.
did not work, quote unquote, right? Like
Yeah. Yeah.
when we think about like success or we think about that, like you'd think, not to sound ungrateful, I'm very grateful for like the
Yeah. Yeah.
position I'm in, but like you'd think that 10 years of touring would put you in a different position than it does, and
Yeah. Of course.
there are like many factors as to why that might happen.
Mhm.
Um, and sort of like being very careful with how I communicated that because I don't want to sound like ungrateful or like bitter or
Arrogant,
jealous.
whatever.
Yeah, I don't want that. But I did want to like
Process it.
express this
Right.
idea that like at the end of the day, like no tour can conquer my home. And like I love being home. I love living with my partner. I love
Mhm.
cooking dinner. I love my job. And like actually that was what I wanted the whole time. Like and
Yeah.
now it's like, oh, actually this is way cooler than having $14 in Phoenix, Arizona. Like, period. You know, like every day of the week.
Shit.
Like every day of the week. Like this is way awesome. Way
Yeah.
more awesome. Yeah.
I love the way you phrase that. Yeah. That's so fucking real. That's so fucking real.
Yeah.
And that one
Yeah.
does kind of feel kind of like, I don't know the term, but like kind of like the point of all the writing in a way where like the whole
Mm-hmm.
album kind of leads up to the idea of like you've made peace with where you are now, and you've made peace with
Mm-hmm.
where you are in life, and like as you grow
Yeah.
older, as you're planting your roots, as you're yeah. And then it goes right into my favorite, which is like such the fucking like I can't tell you how much that song means to me, yo. Like real
Hey,
life.
my heart,
Like
my favorite, you
yeah,
know?
yeah.
Um,
It's so
yeah.
good. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And my favorite, yeah, I love that song. That song makes me smile every day. I
Absolutely.
that's like my theme song.
I
Like
need to ask you something off the air because we don't sample snitch on the aux, but there's something in my brain that I need to ask you
love it.
off the air. Anyways,
Cool.
yeah, yeah,
Love
yeah.
it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's brilliant. It's brilliant. It's brilliant. I guess relatively wrapping up. Now that .dev has been kind of conceived and brought into the world, does it feel like an entirely new book, or does it feel kind of like for lack of a better term, the Steven Universe future? Or is it like a whole new fucking thing? What's the headspace?
It seems like you know how like Stephen King writes different books, but they're like kind of in the same
Yes,
world,
in the same
like
universe.
that.
Type
It's
fucking
like none
shit.
of the same characters, but like
Yeah. Oh
we
yeah.
know what's going on over there. You know,
Oh yeah, yeah. I don't. This
like
might
that's
be
how it is.
this might be a little fucking heady and like me, but like Percy Jackson, Kane Chronicles. I don't know if that.
Okay, so I know what you mean, but I'm not hip. Like I know what you
Okay,
mean, but I'm not hip.
don't you? I'm just on the spectrum, and Greek mythology was my special interest. Like,
Hell yeah,
yeah,
hell yeah, hell yeah.
Sure, yeah. Yeah, dope. The philosophical thing I kind of want to ask you is now that the album is out, what do you think the biggest thing you learned from it is? Whether that be music wise or like life, personal shit, if you want to get into that.
Yeah, you know, I think the thing I learned, I think these kind of go hand in hand to like personal and musical, but like I feel so much more um fulfilled as an artist when I
Mhm,
relay my message with no walls. Like
mhm,
I
mhm,
think like I think a lot of how I used media analysis
mhm.
kind of was structured as like a wall,
I was gonna
you
ask,
know?
would you consider the Pink Navel kind of formula, for lack of a better term, to be limiting in writing slash expression?
Exactly, you
Yeah,
know?
yeah,
Cause
right
it
on.
cause it cause it always felt like when I was doing Pink Navel stuff, like when I would do like a random song that was just about like
Mhm,
it was like just about like being queer, like just about,
mhm,
you know, my like parents or something. Like
mhm,
it
mhm.
always felt like, oh, but where's the Sonic
Yeah,
reference? Like, where's Sonic
yeah,
the Hedgehog in this song? You know what I mean? Like, well, he's not in this song. Like, he
yeah,
is not in this
yeah.
song. But it felt so out of place, and it felt unnatural because I'd spent so much time
Mhm,
uh, kind of like framing my art in this way that it needed all these other people's art to like be the full thing.
mhm, mhm.
And what I learned is when I finally taught myself to strip all that away, that I actually felt like so much more understood, even
Mhm.
in myself, like understanding myself
Mm,
as an
mhm.
artist, um, creating stuff. And then also it made me feel when I did choose to add sort of like outsider things,
Mhm.
that I was a lot more careful and I held them a lot closer, and it was a lot more special
Yeah,
when I
yeah.
did, which I think that sort of sentimental nature like shines through a lot
It
more,
does. It
and I
absolutely
really
does.
love that about the record. Yeah,
It
yeah.
feels like I can't put into words how special this album is to me. Like it really feels like sacred and like like th- like I feel I'm about to get like real fucking corny, but it genuinely feels like the soundtrack to my heart right now. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
Like the way that like life is moving right now, like just for me, just like on some personal shit, like it captures just everything so fucking perfectly. And it came at like
Mhm.
such a perfect time in my life too. Like
Hell
it's
yeah.
crazy. It's crazy. And like
Hell
that
yeah.
makes me so happy that you're able to have that freedom of expression and be able just to like fucking yeah, fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. I love that. I
Thank
love that.
you.
I love that.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
Yeah.
most definitely. Most definitely.
Hell
Um
yeah.
one thing I always like to ask as well, just I literally ask every guest this. Any dream collaborators that you have in mind, whether that be as feasible or as unrealistic as that can be? Is .dev even going to
Um,
have features and collaborations if we know?
yeah,
Okay, sweet.
I'm open to all that.
Sweet.
I think my dream collab,
Mhm.
I don't know. I mean, you know, I think my dream collab would probably be uh, Hmm.
Because I have some crackpot ideas.
Okay, I want to hear what you think, because I can't think of something right now.
You ever heard of Human Error Club?
Oh yeah,
Yo.
I was around. Well, I know some folks that play in Human Error Club, but I was also like around when.
Oh, the
Kenny was working on that when he was also working on our record together, so I like heard some of that.
Those were in production at this. That's fucking crazy. That's crazy.
Kenny's a busy guy.
Kenny's fucking insane, yo. Like that dude, man.
There's a reason they call him the best, you know.
Yeah, real as fuck. Actually, he's fucking
the best.
Real. Yeah,
he's the best. Yeah.
That album that they did like came out this year. Obviously, I went to just go see them live, open for Woods in. I live in Toronto, and I got the chance to like really chop it up with all of them, and like such amazing people, just good souls.
Yeah, they're great.
Yeah, and like
they're great.
That style of production, I feel you could get into like a bag on. Like you could do some crazy shit on there, I think.
Oh, I think I picked my
yes, yeah, absolutely.
My dream collab is Mylets, Mylets. He's this guy that I don't even know if he makes music anymore, but he's this guy that like used to make these crazy like loop pedal guitar songs, and he had this huge pedal board. Yeah, okay, I want him to come back and we'll collab.
Sweet.
Or
sweet. I have Hungover Tehran saved. I don't know.
Oh, cool.
I don't remember.
Mylets is sick. That's my pick.
I'll tap in. I fuck with that.
Yeah.
Dope. Okay. That's a good answer. I always like an answer that makes me like when I don't know. You know what I mean? Like that shit to me, I'm like, fuck yeah. I got a lot of homework to do after this. I like this. That's pretty much everything I wanted to get into. All things considered, I think we covered pretty much everything I want to talk about.
Amazing.
Fuck yeah. Is there, I always like as well doing kind of like a conclusion. Anything you want to let the listeners / viewers of the Aux know? Talk your shit, shout outs. Where can people find? All your links will be in the description of this video, but like,
oh, cool.
Yeah.
Shout out Every Deja Vu. Shout out Adrian, my partner. Shout out driving a forklift and having
being
fun.
Forklift certified.
The record is out. It's called There's a Wind But No Chime. It's available everywhere. We've got CDs. They're really cheap.
Yep.
As per my request.
Yeah. Once I get a little bit of bread up, instant cop.
Let's go. I'm around. Just hit me up. Honestly.
Yeah. Fuck
Give me a chat. Say what's up.
I like it. I like it a lot. Yeah. I think that is like a perfect kind of encapsulation. And like real shit to the listeners of the Aux. If you're listening to this interview and you haven't heard this album, thank you for listening, first of all. And secondly, what the fuck are you doing? Go and listen to this album.
Hell yeah.
I think people know how vocal I am about this thing. This is one of the best releases this year, like bar none, as per my standards. And like,
thank you.
It's magic. You captured magic on this thing. Like it's fucking crazy. It's so good.
I appreciate that.
There was a win, but No Chime out now. Go and listen to that shit. Thank you so much for coming on the Aux. You have no idea how much I appreciate it.
Yay!
Yeah. I think we're good. The last thing I like asking my guests is if there was a song that you were to play this episode out with off of the album, what song would that be?
Off the album? Probably Interest is the Compass.
I like that answer.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. Okay, sweet. Give me like fucking 30 seconds to fucking do my thing. Yeah. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. For context, I'm playing it right now as we. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
And let me
I pretend like I'm listening to it.
Oh yeah. Thank you guys for tapping into the Hawks.
Hell yeah.
Back and step, it seemed wrong in the moment we were wrestling to, until desire for the excellence destitute, and I'm alone packing up another vestibule, and now it's literal perpetual.